My name is Kyle Croft, and this is my Things I Should Have Said video for Intro to Sociology, Section 5. I'm an employee here at Starbucks at Michigan State University in Wells Hall, and last summer I was working here, and on one of my shifts in the middle of the summer, I remember I was working and I witnessed an incident of social inequality happen. I was working with two other people, one white male and one black female, and I overheard the white male say to the black female that if he was ever walking down the street and he saw a group of black men approaching him, like walking towards him, he would cross the street and walk the other way to stay away from him. When I overheard him say that to her, I remember that I was in disbelief and I just kind of walked away. I didn't say anything to either of them. I witnessed the black female grow frustrated at the white male, and so I decided to kind of mind my own business. I didn't want to cause a bigger scene, especially while I was at work on the floor, like in front of customers. Wouldn't have been a professional thing to do, and I reacted this way because like I said, I didn't want to cause a bigger scene in front of customers, and which could, in long term, have affected my position at work. This is an example of social inequality, and not just like an example of the white male being mean to the black female, because it was a pretty racist comment. So there was definitely racism involved in the remark that he made towards her, and also because he said this, you could use the idea of him looking at black people of having a lower social prestige than white people, by saying that if he was walking down the street and saw a group of white males coming at him, walking towards him, he would just keep walking, but black males are of a lower social prestige in his mind, so he would walk the other way because of his opinion towards them. Also, because he said this, it affected the esteem of the black female. Her esteem grew lower, and because of that, she was unable to work with him ever again. Going back to the idea of social prestige, you could use this idea and say that it was what was holding me back from stepping in and challenging the inequality that was happening. I really felt that it wasn't my position to be the person to step in and say something. I didn't want it to affect me negatively by either affecting my relationships with both coworkers negatively, or my status of my job negatively. It really wasn't my position to try and change his opinion of how he felt towards black people either, so I felt that it wasn't the best idea to say something. The only thing I could have done differently in the situation was just have stepped in and said something to both of them, and told them how inappropriate the situation was, and just that I was a supervisor on the shift at the time too, so it kind of was my job to step in and break it up between them. But then again, it's kind of challenging to do that because I was very nervous. I didn't want to cause a scene, and I also didn't know what could have happened based on what I said in the situation. I could have made it worse, I could have made it better. I had no idea, so I didn't want to take the chance, and so that's why I think it's kind of challenging. Also, you can kind of use ideas of structure and agency in this situation. Agency in this situation is just personally believing in stereotypes towards people. There's definitely stereotyping involved in the situation, and it's the agency is the individual's personal idea to believe in the stereotypes or to not believe in the stereotypes. I think the structure is kind of just the media. The media can reflect on black people negatively, and which in turn makes people believe what the media reflects about black people. So like I said, it just wasn't my job to step in and change how he felt about black people.